There are so many updates to the Codex ecosystem. But do you really understand this amazing tool? The best way to save tokens and get better results is to understand the commands of Codex CLI. In this series, I'll explain every command while giving you my 2 cents. Make sure you're using the latest version of Codex by executing this command. So let's dive into it. Our first command is side. This command allows you to start a side conversation when your main chat is busy. For example, let's ask the main chat to search for security issues. And now my main chat is taken. So if I want to ask something simple, I can use the side command. And now I can say what this repo is about, for example. And you can see that I have another chat that is not the main conversation. If I want to go back, I just need to click Ctrl+C and we'll get back to the main chat. Next we have the copy command. With the copy command you can copy the last response as markdown. So let's see what we get. When I paste it, I get the response as markdown. Usually I don't recommend to use this command. If I want the agent to create an empty file, I just ask for it and I approve the file creation. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. I help developers turn AI into real workflows, so sub and like, it really helps me provide more value for you. We'll continue to the raw command. In simple words, it allows you to treat the next pasted text as literal input. When I run this command, you can see that the graphics of the chat is changed, and now I can paste a code, for example, and the code won't get any design. I can just paste it. If I want to go back from this mode, I just need to type raw back, and now I have the rich design in Codex CLI. This is useful if you have signs that are used by Codex CLI, for example, the backslash or the @ sign. Next we have the diff command. It allows you to show the git diff. I don't recommend to use this command for 2 reasons. First, why to pass all this input through the model? It will consume a lot of input tokens. And second, git basics is a must for any user of Codex CLI, so if you don't understand what git diff does, you should learn it and don't use it inside the Codex ecosystem. If you want me to dive into it in a separate video, tell me in the comments. Next we have the mention command. This command is just a shortcut for the @ sign. With the @ sign you can type the name of the file you want and you can attach it to the context. This allows you to ask questions about this specific file or to ask for improvements. By the way, most people waste tokens without realizing it. That's why I made a free Skoll course to help you optimize token usage and save money. I update it frequently as tools evolve, so check the link in the description. Next we have the status command. With this command we can see the current session configuration. Let's see what we have here. It shows the model we are using, the directory, the permissions, the agents.md we are referring to, the account, the collaboration mode, the session ID, and the most important part, the usage limits. We have the 5-hour window limit and the weekly limit. The next command is title. It allows you to configure what you have in the title of your terminal. I have only the name of the project. Let's see what we can configure. You can configure the app name, the current dir, the git branch, the context. We're going to see another place we can configure it in a second. The limits, the tokens, the model. I usually go with the name of the project and the branch name. It's important to mention that if you use the terminal in VS Code or any other IDE, you won't see the name of the terminal. It only appears if you use the Codex CLI in external terminal. We'll continue with a command that allows us to modify the status line, just like we saw with the title. The name of the command is statusline, so I'll go for it. And now I can pick whatever I want to see. I usually add to the status line the 5-hour limit and the weekly limit, so I can track these numbers in real time. We'll continue to the theme command. This command allows us to change the syntax theme. You can see that I have different variations. Choose whatever you like. The commands of Codex CLI are great, but if you want to take Codex to the next level, you must master sub-agents. In this video, you'll learn how to do it.